he was actually gay, but he didn't want to come out as gay, so he paid me to be his date. He also had over $3 million in his bank account. Come to find out, he was actually a football player. Call me toxic, call me crazy. I like it. Hey girl, hey, I would just like to say congratulations to you for having such great taste and clicking on today's video. It is Miss Tiffany B, the Don Diva, and I'm here once again to entertain you all. Now, I do have a lot of things that I would like to cover in this video because in my last sit down video, I told you guys that I had a sugar daddy and he was paying all my bills and blah, 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 and taking care of me so I could be a little princess, right? Now, my sugar daddy has cut me off, okay? He cut me off on January 1st, to be exact, okay? Miss Tiffany B got dropped the same time the ball did, just like the song. Cut my bitch off when the ball dropped. I don't know if you guys realize, but that was an old story that I was telling you, and right now I'm not living off of a sugar daddy, but hey, if somebody wants to come and pay my bills, you are more than welcome to. Thank you so much. Your love is definitely appreciated. I got a lot of questions about how I met this man, and people want me to give more details about our relationship, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you guys today in this video. So stay tuned, stay tight, like me, if you know what I'm saying. Stay tight. And let's get right into this story. Miss Tiffany B, the Don Diva, was working at a strip club in Nashville, Tennessee. And the club in Nashville was more of a gentleman's club. So they had the VIP rooms. It was a lot more intimate than the urban clubs that I was working at in New York. Because in New York, whenever I worked, I would purposely avoid clubs that had VIP rooms because it gets down in the VIP. Yo, let me tell you something. I walked in on some crazy shit before. Up in New York, okay? I walked in on people topping the managers for nothing. I walked in on just things that my innocent virgin eyes should not have seen in a strip club. And when I went to Nashville, private rooms, that was the main selling point. That was really it. The VIP room was where it's at. But the thing about Nashville is the rules are totally different. Like, we're not even allowed to wear thongs. It is a fully nude club, but we have to be 3 feet away from the customers in order to be fully nude. There's people who walk around and watch the dancers. So I had to basically adjust my hustle to get with the program, or else I wasn't going to make any money. I had to figure out, okay, now I have to sell myself differently. I got to do VIP rooms. Before, I was relying on stage, and working in Nashville, I couldn't just go on stage whenever I wanted to and make my money on there, right? Or floor money either, because they had like dance booths, but whatever. We're talking about the sugar daddy, right? So, and this is the night where my sugar daddy came in, and when he walked in, you wouldn't think that he was someone who had money, because he didn't carry himself as such. He just seemed like a random man coming in off the street that wanted to go to the strip club, right? And I spoke to him in the beginning of the night, but he didn't want to do anything. He heard about the VIP prices and he said no to it. But he continued to sit there throughout the entire night. And every time another girl would go up to him, he would tell the girl that he wanted me. But whenever I would go up to him, he didn't want to do shit. So what happens is, in Nashville, the strip club closes at 5 a.m. So because all the bars on Broadway close at like 2 or 3 o'clock, the hours of 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the strip club are considered after hours. And the club raises their prices because people want to go out still, but they ain't got nowhere else to fucking go. They got to go to the strip club, which means they have to spend money. So what ended up happening was, once after hours hit, that's when he wanted to go to the VIP room, and the price goes up. It goes from $450 an hour to $600 an hour. What had happened was, when people go to pay for the VIP rooms, a lot of the times their cards would decline because the banks suspect fraud. Like, I even had my card decline one time because I was buying a Red Bull, a $7 Red Bull, and my card declined for suspicious activity. So, you know, they send you a text message, or sometimes you got to open up the app and just confirm it with your bank. Sometimes people actually have to call their bank because it's just such a huge deal at the club. And that's what happened to him. He had to log onto his app and press accept so he can pay. We all know that Miss Tiffany B, the Don Diva, wears glasses, but for some reason, when a man pulls out his phone and opens up his bank account, I have 20/20 vision. And when I saw his balance, bitch, I said, oh, he can afford this. This is not the first time that I have ever seen someone's bank account. I remember there was also this other dude. He came in and he was throwing 20s, spending all this money. He had 3 girls in VIP, including myself. And his bank account was also declining. So he was trying to figure out what was going on. So he went on the app in his phone and I seen it. First of all, it was a private bank. And he also had over $3 million in his bank account. Come to find out, he was actually a football player, but I don't know sports, so I can't recognize somebody when they come in. I think he was freshly signed as well, very young, like 21, and he had $3 million in his account, and he was acting reckless. But that's a story for another day. Anyways, now the thing about this man and why I was able to get him to pay all my bills, because this is what everyone wants to know. How did you get him to pay bills? How did you get him to pay bills? How did you get him to pay your bills? Guys, there is a male loneliness epidemic going on. And me, Miss Tiffany B, I'm a humanitarian. So I'm here to save you. You can call me Captain Save-A-Ho. Okay, baby? You lonely? You need someone to talk to? Come and talk to me. And that's exactly what happened. And for some reason, in the strip club, and I'm not sure if it's because I also, like, experienced loneliness. Because I don't really feel lonely right now. But while I was in Nashville, I was experiencing extreme loneliness. So for some reason, I always attracted the men who needed therapy sessions. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I've made a man cry in the VIP room because he was just venting to me about life and I'm over here trying to give him advice. Like, there was even one time where this dude, and let me pause this story for a second because I got to tell you about another dude because this one pissed me off. This is concerning someone else, not the sugar daddy, okay? So there was one time where I had this dude and we went up to the VIP room and he wanted to hold me like a baby. Like, those were his requests. He wanted to hold me like a baby, so I got into his arms, okay? And he's rocking me back and forth like this, just like this. You know Miss Tiffany B is small, so he's doing just like this. There are people walking by that could see us and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on in their VIP room? Like, he's literally holding her like a baby. Guys, this man was crying to me, upset, because his kids no longer talk to him. His ex-wife no longer talks to him. And you want to know why? Because the motherfucker had a 21-year-old mistress. But none of the things that he did hit him until his 21-year-old mistress decided to up and leave him for somebody that was around her age. I'm just going to keep my comments to myself because y'all already know how I get down. I don't believe in a good man being lonely. There's a reason why your kids don't want to talk to you. There's a reason why your wife don't want to talk to you. I hit the jackpot with my sugar daddy because not only was he lonely, he was also sick. So he was going through something super traumatic, you know, that I wouldn't ever wish on anybody, and he was going through it by himself. The first night he spent a lot of money on me. I got a lot of money from him the first night, but after that I didn't hear from him for about another month. Okay, so he comes back and then he tells me, oh, you want to know what? I really appreciate the time you spent with me. I appreciate you listening to my concerns. How about I stop paying the club and just start paying you directly? And hey, girl, hey, I'm with the shits. Cut out the middleman. The middleman don't need to be here anymore. If this man wants to pay me directly instead of paying the club, because, you know, I don't get the full $600 an hour. We still got to split it with the club. It's like a 60-40 split. Okay? I'm trying to get as much money as possible. So that is what happened. And luckily, he worked a job that required him to be in different states all the time. So he was from Nashville, but I'm not 100% sure if he even lived in Nashville. But there were times where, okay, I went months without seeing him and my bills were still paid. But the thing is, he felt like I was worth something. I don't know. He always told me that he's seen better for me and he wants to contribute to my personal growth. So he offered to pay my bills. So he offered to pay my rent and whatever other expenses that I needed to be paid that contributed to my success. Okay, somebody did leave a comment on my video saying that these men can become possessive and feel like they control you and it can get dangerous, and that's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. I think because he was experiencing such a chaotic moment in his life and, you know, his health wasn't right and he was alone, that it was easier to get him to pay me for simply being myself. Okay, because I could go around him, not have to do anything, and I'm still getting paid. I didn't mind going out with my sugar daddy because for some reason I like the attention that I get when people are staring at us, because it's like, okay, this is this old ass white man, this hot young black girl. What is going on here? That's obviously her sugar daddy, and I like that attention. Call me toxic, call me crazy. I like it. So I feel like in terms of getting guys to pay your bills, you have to make sure that you're valuable to them in some way, shape, or form. They have to see you're valued, and they have to really like you. That's how I get men to do things to me. They actually like me, and I provide something to them of substance. Whether it be my time. You'd be surprised. People like to say, oh, beauty doesn't go. No, beauty goes a long way. You know how many people were paid to be around a beautiful woman? Do you know how many people were paid to do that? I've gotten paid so many times just to go out with people. I had this one dude, and this was way long ago. This was back in New York. I had this one dude. He was actually gay, but he didn't want to come out as gay. So he paid me to be his date to a work event, so that he looked like he had somebody. It was like a boat party. It was so lit. Oh my gosh, that was such a great time. I'm not telling everybody to go out and do these things, but I'm just letting you know that it is true. Like, shit like this does exist. Stuff like this does happen. People will randomly come into your life and pay your bills. Like, it's definitely possible. And I'm just a really good listening ear, and I think that's why I get so lucky. I think that he did cut me off because, yes, he had a lot of money in his account. Like, he had a lot of money saved up. He had a job that pays great, especially if you're somebody who's alone. But I did start to get very, very, very expensive. Like, there'll be times I'm calling him and I'm like, hey, I need $2,000 ASAP. It's an emergency. And he'll send it to me. But I guess after a while, it becomes too much. And I told you guys that I wasn't seeing him that often because he worked all over the place. He was out of state all the time. And then I also travel. So it's like, I'm traveling, he's in the state. I can't see you. But I was getting that money. You know, he paid my bills one last time, and then I never heard from him again. And it is what it is. I'm here now, and I'm just living my life. I'm still unemployed. I still have no source of income, no income coming in. And I'm just taking this YouTube thing very seriously. This is a video I wanted to make for you guys because I have people who say, oh, Tiffany, use your degree. I am using my degree, my psychology degree, but I'm using it in a different way. I cannot work a job. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot do the 9-to-5 thing. I have problems taking orders. I like to be in control of my schedule. I like the feeling of freedom and getting up and being able to do whatever the fuck I want. So I really appreciate the advice, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm not going. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not. No. I know what I want for myself, and it is not that. I haven't had a sugar daddy in a long time. He was my last sugar daddy. He was so good. He was so good to me. He was really my only big sugar daddy. Everybody else I would consider a trick, but he was a sugar daddy. Like, a sugar daddy takes care of everything, provides your whole entire life. They sponsor you. He was sponsoring my life, bitch. My fucking life. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm opposed to having a sugar daddy again, because who the fuck wouldn't want someone that's just sponsoring their whole entire life? But I would rather him come in the form of a boyfriend, somebody that I actually love. I want to just leave the club lifestyle behind, and that includes everything that comes with it. I don't want to live that type of life anymore. I'd rather just have my man and he's paying my bills and he's taking care of me, if that's what we are going to have to do. Because you guys know Miss Tiffany B is a gold digger now. I'm not sure if I mentioned that on here, but yes, I am 100% a gold digger. I have no shame in my game, no shame in my name, because I've been so good to men, and it is now my time to receive the treatment I deserve. I am beautiful. And so many people out there pay so much money just to sit with Miss Tiffany B. So I'm not about to date anyone that doesn't understand my worth. No, that doesn't see my worth, when there are so many other men out there who are dying to be next to me and will do whatever they have to do to get with me. I 100% believe that it is not even about how much money a man has. It's about how much he likes you. So there was another time where this other dude came into the club. I told him the VIP prices, and he said, damn, I can't afford you right now, but I will be back when I can. And guess what he did? He came back a few weeks later when he was able to afford the VIPs with me. So I'm not about to sit here and be with someone who's not going to give me anything. Because I know how I get. When I'm in relationships, when I'm in love, I want to give you the fucking world. Okay? I want to be able to drop to your feet and kiss him because I love, oh my gosh, I'm really a lover girl, but right now I gotta be in a different bag because I'm not about to get played with. I'm not getting played with no more, and I just want what is right for me. So this is my video about my sugar daddy. Okay guys, I love you so much. I will see you in the next Miss B Monday. Okay? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Let's blow each other some kisses. Okay? And this is my sugar daddy story. Bye.